My name is Brendan Ayers. I'm actually the BD lead for digital customer experience here at AWS, supporting our automotive customers. On the line as well, we got Rex. Rex, I'm going to do a quick intro.
Hi everyone, my name is Rex Lam. I'm a senior solutions architect supporting automotive.
So Rex and I are here to talk about Automotive Service Assistant. This is a great demo that can support your automotive customers. You can see here we have a high spot page that kind of goes over the specifics to include artifacts and architecture. So this is pretty well thought out, pretty well baked out. Rex, do you want to jump over to the login? There we go. Okay. So while so while you're doing that, a couple call outs I wanted to do on the actual service assistant solution. So we incorporated the STAR standard schema. STAR stands for Standards for Technology of Automotive Retail. This is an industry consortium that AWS is a member of, and really just helps support interchangeability, interoperability rather, of the data between different dealer systems. So pretty significant. That means that we can pull in parts order data or service repair data, vehicle history data from multiple different DMS solutions or tools, right? So very helpful as your OEM customers, your dealer group customers are looking to scale a solution. A lot of that functionality has already been baked into this. And you can see here, Rex is just logging in now under the certain persona. One of the reasons that this is important is, looking to our customers is that anytime there's a VIN involved in a vehicle that's already sold, that's considered PII because it can be tied back to a customer, can be tied back to phone number, address, that type of things. And so that's just one of the things to comment to our customers is that we take data very data security very important here at AWS, and so having that functionality to be able to integrate with those different authentication methods is pretty important. So I can see here Rex is actually updating and providing certain attributes about the vehicle manually, but this is something that can be done as well when you actually plug into the OBD2 port. You can see here in this example, he's actually uploading a picture that the customer had taken about the concern of their vehicle to kind of kick off the process. And Rex, let me turn it back over to you here for these
So,
screens.
so yeah, we just log in, and then as you can see that you can log in as a technician or as a service advisor role. And then in this one, we start with the service advisor role to gather some information from the customer. So after gather the information, ASA will also pull information such as like the repair history, such that you can see like what is the repair history of this vehicle, as what we're
Mhm.
showing here.
Yeah, and it's an important consideration, Rex, because a customer that has had their car maintained at the same dealer historically, obviously there'll be a lot of records there from that dealer's own DMS. But one of the great things about this tool is the integration into the OEM dealer-facing system. So perhaps that customer's on vacation or something, or using a different dealer. By integrating into that standard integration that we have, and also using that star standard schema, now we can pull in a complete history of that customer, not just from that store, but from other dealerships as well. And that helps provide more context to the dealer, to the technician, in supporting and servicing that customer. And what do we have here, Rex?
And we also put up the relevant warranty information for the vehicle as well.
Oh, great. Yeah, and this provides additional opportunities for like a service technician or a service advisor rather, to be able to note that maybe customers haven't subscribed to certain services, or maybe they don't have that extended warranty product. It just gives them another opportunity to point out to the customer that, hey, there's some offers, there's some things here that you can do to get this extended warranty. It's just a great touch point for the customer.
And for this one is that ASA will retrieve any recall for the vehicle as well. So service advisor can talk to the customer about the recall and perhaps just schedule a follow-up appointment with the customer right when the customer's dropping the vehicle off.
Yeah, based on parts availability. This is an important consideration because a lot of times on these recalls, the parts aren't necessarily available. Customer might have already been notified, but there might be a back order of some of these parts. So it's just important to point it out and give the customer some, kind of satisfaction and security knowing that they have an appointment scheduled for this repair when the parts are available.
So now we switch over to the technician role from the service advisor role. And when the technician takes over, he will see all the information of the vehicle, as well as that the technician can get a problem code, the DTC code, and enter into ASA. And at this point, ASA is ready to take all the information and start the diagnosis and come up with a guidance on how to do this repair work.
Yeah, and this is great, Rex, because as a technician, you're interacting with multiple different, dealer-facing systems usually at the dealership. You're pulling one solution to pull, the repair manuals. You're going to another solution, to look at the warranty guides. You're going to another solution to maybe look at parts and different things like that. This actually just brings everything together in one place for the technician, provides that step-by-step guidance on how to repair the vehicle, next best actions. Also can look at historically, using kind of bedrock and using the different Gen AI models, it can actually look at, other solutions to similar problems that better help that service technician repair and diagnose that vehicle.
And as you can see here on the right-hand side, ASA will provide a workflow, so will help the customer, help the technician to walk through the process. And if any of the step is not clear and the technician needs further information, the technician can ask ASA, and ASA will be able to go back to the GenAI model and provide more context.
Yeah, and you'll see this here. This will come on the plate later, because all this information can be saved, stored to support, warranty claims or audits or different things that the dealership might have, right? So no longer is it, kind of repairing the vehicle and then, kicking off a separate, claims process. All this is in one process, making it easier for the technician, making it easier for the stores to manage.
So now we're at the step is that when you install a new sensor, so a part is needed, ASA will automatically put up all the parts that is available and make a recommendation based on availability, user rating, and other parameters for technician to select. But technician can select all the other parts if they prefer.
And one important note about this is, many OEMs have part order cutoff time to get parts the next morning, typically about 5 p.m. or 6 p.m., Eastern time. This actually incorporates that, assumptions for the OEM. So let's say a technician is diagnosing a problem, maybe about halfway through, but they're hitting up against that, maybe 5 p.m. parts cutoff. This tool will actually make a recommendation to the technician to go ahead and order that part in advance, anticipating that, this is the likely repair, so that that part can actually get in on time on the next, morning delivery. So in that case, the technician can get that the vehicle repaired and out the door. And you can see there's a great summary of basically all those different actions the technician took to repair this vehicle. That could then now in the persona, I think Rex, we're over on the service advisor persona. He has a complete recap of all that information, correct?
Yes. So the technician finished the work and the repair order has been generated, and then you can see the service advisor will see those information as well that can be communicated to the customer.
It's great.
And as Brendan mentioned earlier, that ASA will also provide some information about how to do warranty claims. And this is kind of the form that will be submitted, and ASA will help to populate the relevant information based on the repair.
Yeah, it's a great feature. It allows you to attach whatever documentation, photos, videos, that's required by the OEM or the dealer management. It could also be to capture information for the end customer, right? A lot of OEMs have requirements to video the repair process, so the customers can kind of understand the concern. So you can see here, it's just another great way to make things a little bit more efficient in the dealership itself. So this was a great, demo, Rex. I really appreciate you and the team taking the time to put this together. I think there's a lot of great features here, for our automotive customers, and I just encourage everybody to go to the HighSpot page, take a look at some of those references, those resources there, and let's talk to our customers about this great new solution that AWS has to support our auto customers. So thank you.
Thank you so much.